Hello. Oh, wait a minute. It's been so long I skipped a step. Check it. You can see my mouth moving and nothing else happening. That's because webcam not on. Hello, I'm awake. How's it going? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. How's it going? Hope it's going well. I am a couple days late to our big ol' FF7 Rebirth demo that got put out a while ago. I haven't watched the state of play thing about this. Also, I can't fucking hear myself. The crystal theme is loud on this menu music. So previously, when I did... Yeah, there we go. When I did FF16, I was using Sony's official PS5 Remote Play app, and that shit sucks. It's bad. Video quality bad, capped at 30 FPS. I apologize, because I don't have a working real capture card. But now, I found this cool little, like, what's it called? Open source app called Chaki. C-H-I-A-K-I. And it's the PlayStation 5 Remote Play app, but better. So, I had to make a little back screen for us here. It doesn't do 2K, or it doesn't do 4K, doesn't do 1440, but I tested this out with FF16, and we've got 1080p at 60. You need a screenshot when I scan? I don't know what that means. What's up, Teddy? How's it going? It's been a minute. I took like a week and a half or two off because I'm running up against my data limit still, probably. Going by like internal Windows metrics. The new scan ability is nice. Oh, and this? Okay. Okay. I definitely tried to scan absolutely everything in 7 Remake. Way back when. So I'll probably be doing the same here. It's just the old scan. I mean, that's fine. That's good. It worked out really well in Remake. Oh, and hey, speaking of, if you like... Yeah, it looks way nicer than any other scan in any other game. You get, like, good info. It's got a nice layout on the right, info on the left. Tells you, like, what enemy skill you can learn and what can be stolen. It's pretty good. At least it was in original Remake. It's probably the same here, I'm expecting, just like you say. But speaking of Remake, if you want to see someone else go through that, Deus Kane over on Twitch, my buddy who I collab with every once in a while, is playing through that, and I think enjoying it. I'm enjoying his VODs. It's... Deus, if you watch this, it's very clear that you don't remember as much of that game as like a lot of the big fans, but that's fine. It's still good and fun. How could anyone forget Hell House? Anyway, so I haven't picked this up yet. You're posting bootleg scans? I see. I don't even know what that would mean. You're just screenshotting stuff? Well, you're totally welcome to screenshot stuff here. Hopefully I'm like out of the way enough when it happens. You get a little bit more of the screen without me on it. Again, I'm using like a open source... My scans on my posts? That's an okay idea. Yeah. I might do that for like a couple of things. The official PlayStation 5 Remote Play app sucks. I'm using like an open source cobbled together better version called Chaki. And so we've got 1080p at 60 instead of 720 at 30. which was my entire FF16 playthrough. But yeah, let's jump into this thing, because this is a 48 gigabyte demo, whereas the full game they've said is like 150. And so this is supposed to be like around 2 hours. I don't see how this is a third the size of the full game and only 2 hours long. But I'm itching to figure it out. So this should look pretty good. It could look better. But 1080 at 60, like I've got the game over on my TV. It looks fantastic. I got the game on my screen in a 1080 window. It looks pretty good. So let's see what we've got. 5 years ago, Sephiroth and Cloud were dispatched to Nibelheim as part of a survey team. I think everybody was kind of expecting Rebirth to open up with this. Just like cold open with the flashback. But I think what we've seen from like a couple different videos they've put out, you'll probably actually go to Calm and do stuff around there before going into the flashback. Probably. Maybe. Who knows? I think a cold open with the flashback and this demo would still be pretty cool. They were tasked with investigating the Nibelheim reactor, discovering it had malfunctioned. But to reach their destination, the two would first have to climb Mount Nibel. Completing the demo will allow you to skip this portion of the story in the full release. Oh! It probably does cold open with the demo then. I'm still going to check that out. What do we got as far as options? Excuse me, I sneeze. Like, what's different about gameplay? Actions are performed automatically. Oh, okay, yeah. This is the same as in Remake. I don't remember the old one having, or Remake Part 1 having memory and cursor, but that's nice, that's classic. It's kind of neat. Now the bigger area it covers, but maybe not actually bigger GUI. Let's have a big area in my minimap. I kind of hate having tiny areas in my minimap because then I just bring up the full map like a lot. Big everything for subtitles, for sure. Only appears we're not sprinting. I mean, let's have that on for now. Because there wasn't a lot of terrain stuff in the last one. There was a lot of, like, hidden loading screen stuff, right? I can adjust camera distance. Yo, that's great. I'm going to go ahead and... Well, we'll leave this as default, but I might bump that up later. It's great to see the characters in all their glorious detail while you're going. But sometimes you like to zoom out to have a good view of everything. Ah. You know what? I'm not playing at 4K, so we'll go with performance. Oh yeah, that's bright. I'm going to put that up 1 for coloring and such. Ooh, that is... I'm going to turn that down by 1 or 2, actually. Just for, like, blowout. No vibration. Regular speakers. I'm actually playing this. It's so funny, using this app. When you're doing the PlayStation Remote Play app, you have to plug your PS5 controller into your computer, and then it plays through there. Now... I have the controller I prefer. My Victrix. We have a cool little
so much to tell.
Summation.
Where should I even start?
Red 13's doing the voiceover.
All that we saw, what we heard, This planet of ours, destiny, our part in it.
This looks pretty good
Best to start
for
at the
being a
beginning,
third-party,
perhaps.
open source, cobbled together app. It's like hiccuping every once in a while.
Midgar, the city of Mako. Ruled
What's
by
up, J. Hank?
Shinra Electric Power Company.
This doesn't look like a Wii U knockoff, does it? It's like
Very essence
tearing
of
every
the
now and
life
again.
and processed it for injury as Mako. Our
Hiccuping a
world
bit,
was dying,
but I'm certain that's
so
the app
few could hear
and
our
not
cries for mercy.
the demo. Looks pretty alright on your end, right?
Those who could rose up and heard
As I was telling Teddy earlier, I got an open source app to run this at 1080 at 60 instead of 720 at 30, like the official PlayStation app.
To destroy Reactor 1. In Sector 8, amidst the aftermath,
Twitch stick. No, 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 no. I do not have that.
she offered him a yellow blossom.
I'm not picking up the PlayStation Switch.
One said to
And
symbolize
I'm not picking up
union.
the Apple glasses.
And thus was destiny set in motion.
Those both look incredibly awful.
With Reactor 1 gone, Avalanche set their sights
I watched a video
on Reactor 5.
on the Apple glasses recently,
Unfortunately, they were playing
done by a
right into
huge
Shinra's
dork who
hands.
loves being a tech
The
nerd.
company was able to draw
and
the
good for
wool out of
him.
people's eyes.
And even he was like, yo, I love this,
In the
do
end,
not buy it.
destroyed Sector 7.
It's easily going to be the worst version of this product
Laying the
Apple ever
blame
puts
at
out.
Avalanche's feet.
It's got some
Though dear friends
whack
were lost,
aspects right now.
Avalanche had no time to grieve.
Also, it looks horrible.
Aerith had struck a deal with Shinra, who took her into custody. With her capture, Shinra's obsession was within reach. The fabled Promised Land. For Aerith was the last of the Cetra.
This is a pretty good,
the ancient
succinct
stewards of the
summary.
planet.
Because, like, a lot
Only
happened
she could guide
in
them
Remake.
to paradise.
They added a
To
bunch,
save her,
but
the
really,
team
like,
infiltrated
fleshed out
Shinra
everything that was already
building,
there.
The company's beating heart. It was clear that
You're
I,
watching at 360? Well, hey, I hope it
joined their
looks
story.
better at 360
Freeing Aerith.
than my FF16 playthrough. That's the goal.
Yet during our flight, we
'Cause
came
that game
face to face with a man who
Looks
thought
fantastic, but it looks pretty bad through the
haunted
PlayStation 5
war
remote
hero,
app.
Sephiroth.
And this is still like
He could be stopped.
1080 on my
Cloud
PC
flowed
screen,
with the corpse of Genoa.
but it's automatically looking a lot better.
From the stars,
And I tested it with
catalyst
16, it feels a
of
lot better.
light.
Amazing how open source Linux nerds can make
Eventually,
something a
we
lot
too
better
made
than
good
like
our
official
escape.
Sony can.
Pursuing troopers defeated, we raced toward Midgar's edge.
Oh yeah. I think there's going to be a lot of Sephiroth here. There was a lot of Sephiroth in the last one. Maybe a little too much,
Sephiroth
but
once
it was
again
good. It was fine.
Suddenly, deafening screams rent the air.
But we're doing the Nibelheim flashback. So, Bishy, Seffi, Seffi. It's like even more Bishonen than ever.
Aerith warned us. This was destiny's crossroads. Every moment, every action, every step taken had all been as the whispers willed it.
This part of the summary is more important than the
Was to
rest.
break free.
Like,
The
just
other side of fate, Sephiroth waited, the whispers undulating within him.
just solidifying that past this
Proudly
point,
brought his blade down
not gonna be as much the same as Remake Part 1.
When the shackles of destiny broken, we stood
The
before
subtlety
the
of a
unknown,
nuke.
a world of boundless.
Yeah. Because in Remake, or because in the original,
It was
you don't
there,
ever actually
beyond
see
where fate could
Sephiroth
follow, that a
until
new journey
the crater.
began.
Right? You think you see him several times, but even then, the first time you think you see him is like the boat, and then And then Nibelheim? I mean, you get the flashback. But then you actually get to Nibelheim. And you can see bits and pieces of what you think are him. But you don't actually ever see him until you see him, like, in the crystal up in the crater. You'll stay with the OG? I mean, this doesn't change the OG. In fact, I think this is, instead of being a remake, I think these are just sequels. Is how they're handling it. Yeah, I guess you first see him in, like, the flashback. There's some weird stuttering going on, but whatever. I'll look into that after this. Yeah. You don't actually see him, I guess, in real time, in present day, until the crater. You definitely see Sephiroth as he actually was in the flashback. And even though Cloud is, like, completely screwed in the head misremembering stuff at that point, that's still, like, Tifa agrees. Yeah, that's exactly what Sephiroth was like. Full-on mental gymnastics, pretending this is, like, Nomura's fever dream. There's a lot more people than just Nomura doing this. They've, in fact, talked about how, like, at certain points they reined him in on stuff he wanted to do, and at other points, he, like, was very good at holding their feet to the fire to be like, we need this stuff to be like the original. I really liked, although I love the meme that everything is Nomura's fault. That's been going since Kingdom Hearts, and because of that stuff, let's keep it going. But if you look at, like, actual interviews from the dev process, I don't know, I really like the remake and everything they've done with it. We're not going to invert shit. We're going to play on normal, we're going to play on active. Because I fucking love the combat in this game. Or, you know, first remake. It'll probably be the same here, but more. They didn't do any NFT stuff with remake, though. Yes. Yeah, Square Enix is big on that. They, presidents of Squeenix are a bit too hard on NFTs and selling shit off so they can afford more NFTs. Yet is super fair. I mean, it's kind of like saying there's actually no evidence for AI and NFT stuff in Pal World, right? But their CEO definitely loves that stuff. So it's a worry.
If Tifa doesn't mind.
Me? Yeah, no problem. It's cool.
It all started 5 years ago. I was 16 at the time. There was hardly any work for soldiers back then, and the little there was boring as hell. My heart wasn't in it. Then, out of nowhere, the job of a lifetime came. A mission with Sephiroth. I couldn't believe my luck.
The thing that, like, sells me on the remakes, really, is that they're fucking nailing the characterization
It's really coming down, huh?
of all of these characters. Like,
Hey man, feeling any better?
like, I enjoyed Advent Children, but that's because it was a visual spectacle and had cool music. It got the characters super wrong.
Wish I could help, but never been motion sick.
The Kingdom Hearts versions got the characters super wrong. Like, everything where these characters have appeared outside of the OG game have screwed up the characters. But Remake 1 nails it. Cloud is Cloud. Like, they're all exactly as they should be. There's a little too much Sephiroth going on. He's doing the squats!
Hey, rein it in.
He's just so excited, though. Even though this is Zack.
Kids.
Heavy spoilers for a 25-year-old game.
Say, I'd like to be briefed on the mission at some point.
This is a
Because if
little
it's another
glitchy.
one of those Turks gigs, you can let me off right.
Smooth, though.
Really?
Finally make first. And what do they do? Call a ceasefire with Butai, stealing my shot at glory. I didn't join Soldier to be an errand boy.
Yeah, this is definitely
I
Zack.
joined up so I could be a hero.
The children had everything wrong.
Well, our
Super
mission is
emo
to survey a
Cloud.
rundown reactor.
When he is like a little like
Another
this,
one of those Turks gigs.
you know what?
Fine.
Crisis Core is. Oh, you're joking, of course. Okay.
Where is it?
I did a playthrough of Crisis Core on this channel. It's okay. I would struggle to call it good. There's a couple of really odd things in it, like Sing being super broy,
Let's
but
go.
and like the combat's got some wonk systems in it. But like for a PSP game, it's pretty okay. That's not the first fight we have out of the truck. We fought
Take
fucking
one. I'll take
dragons.
the other.
Yeah, sure, okay. Remake of the OG? You know, I only played the Crisis Core remake that came out on Steam. Which I understand has like a lot of improvements to it.
Wait in the truck.
No way! I got this!
You do not got this. Oh, play as Sephiroth. Let me remember my controls. Oh my god, I have fucking dash. Oh. Of course he begins with the Aerith finisher. The drop. You better be at level 50. I think like level 30 or 40 was max level
He
in
was
the
in a
previous
different
game.
league from the rest of us.
They're gonna reset that shit, no doubt. I don't remember my controls at all. Okay, this is 100% the opening.
Nibelheim. That's
Of
where they
Rebirth.
built the first reactor. Right?
Yeah.
Was that
It
the
all
first
started in
one?
the fall. Something was wrong with the reactor.
I didn't know that
and
was
the
the
whole
first
village
one.
was up in arms. Talk of strange new monsters on the mountain only made things worse.
I kind of thought Barrett's
People
hometown
were scared.
was earlier.
Desperate.
The villagers tried to take care of the monsters themselves, but it was no good. Ended up calling Shinra. So the company sent help. Best they had.
The war was over and they had to take care of their reactors, so Sephiroth and Zack, I mean Cloud, I mean Zack, was what happened. That looks great and is really smooth. I need to smooth some stuff out with my app,
Home sweet home.
which I don't think I can do while this is running.
Tell me, how does it feel? I have no home, so I wouldn't know.
You still got parents though, right?
A mother named Genova. She died shortly after
Sort
I was
of.
born.
Sort of.
My father,
Whoa there. Genova? Like from the Shinra building?
That's a good way to do the
Don't
little
worry. I'm
cut-ins.
getting to that.
This is good too. This aligns with like the Sephiroth of Crisis Core,
why am I talking about this? Come on.
and it's still
Let's go.
exactly what happened in the OG.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting. I'm Xander, the mayor here. I wanted to greet you myself, to welcome you to our humble little town.
You almost sound like you're
Please,
voiced
if
by
you'll
the
follow
Shinra
me.
mayor.
Consider yourself off duty till sundown.
Because like Sephiroth in Crisis Core, before he goes crazy here, was just like he was like the only chill kind of normal soldier. Main menu, stats, inventory, equipment, settings, what have you. Circle to roll forward or jump over terrain. Oh, that looks pretty good. Square wheel on pause or main menu to open photo mode. Elapsed time will stop, allowing you to manipulate the camera and apply filters for the perfect shot. If none of the default filters tickle your fancy, don't worry, you will unlock more as you progress through the game. That's cool. Oh, wow. I can't move it, though. It's kind of weird. What else we got? Level 40? Well, that's wildly different. It's supposed to be level 1 here. And he's got way more materia than previously. This is a refined menu. Can it be changed? Yeah, but I want to check my materia, though. Oh, view materia. Healing, fire, ice. No preemptive strike? That's a little different. That's fine, though. Road Warrior Bangle. I can't even look at the stats of them. Some Mega Potions, some Ether, some Phoenix Downs. Okay. Damn, that looks way better. They have like full models that you can rotate? Bro. Man, that doesn't look like an energy drink. Oh well. Oh yeah! This menu is immediately way better than the remake menu. Purchase game is going to be all over this thing. Yeah, they're going to use this demo in the exact same way that they did the 16 demo, in that this is just the first part of the game.
Backwater is an understatement. Don't blame you for getting the hell out of here.
You know what? Fair enough. This is a cute little town. I would also not want to live here.
You want to see? Maybe a girlfriend?
That's Cloud. That one's Cloud.
We're so glad you're here. Thank you. How's it
Oh, I mean, I don't want to really cast fire right now. I guess we could heal the children.
We're so glad you're here. These feelings truly
Fuck, let's see. Am I getting little, like, sonic indicators? Is that what those white lines are?
It's a good thing those soldiers are here.
Did you come from Midgard too? Hey, don't run away from me!
Well, I mean, unless you're a subquest.
We're gonna win.
I'm not gonna stick around.
Oh my gosh, Cloud!
Though they do a
Have you
really...
gone to see your mother yet?
No, I haven't. I'm thinking about it. I'm kind of timid, actually. I don't remember this little side path. OG game is just right up this way.
Fiends are out and about. Keep your eyes peeled, people.
Good, you got a town watch too. Every small town has got to have a couple dozen people with fully automatic rifles. Ooh. Okay. I'll take a Mega Potion. Oh man, I have got to... Wow, I've got to get this shit under control. But I've got plenty of time to try and optimize this before the full game comes out. Here's our town center. That's a lot of dialogue.
Everyone, please calm down. Don't make any trouble for Sephiroth. Everyone, please.
I can talk to you?
Sephiroth's in there right now. I'd kill for a shot of him.
I should probably wait till later, huh?
It's the photography dude. You're gonna take the photo that breaks everybody's brains later. Let's see. Which one of these is Tifa's house? The mansion will be up that way. General store. I feel like that's where Cloud's house would be. So this is the inn? The Nidhogg Hotel. Press the pad to view your current position on a map of the area and check your progress in the story. Hey! It's you!
A soldier.
What's his name? Zengin?
Richard Sanga,
Yeah!
a humble traveler of the world, and teacher of martial arts to the youth.
Flesh this character out. Do it. Let me feel you up, boy. Oh, God. See, this type of stuff.
Lacking mass. You need to bulk up.
He's not wrong.
Asked you.
This type of stuff is why I'm confident.
You learn a lot from me.
The OG game has like a lot of serious stuff going on in it, but it's also just
Don't be shy.
weird and
I
wacky.
have many pupils your age.
Like Tifa.
128.
Not 108?
One of them's from this very village.
Imagine 128 Tifas just roaming the
As
world.
you know her. Tifa,
That's a lot of punch power.
a real talent, that one. She'll go far.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right? Got anything
Don't-
to say for yourself?
Oh, this is out of story. Why would you even respond like that, Cloud? What else you got to
I'd be
say?
interested to see how one of Shinra's finest fights.
Let's hold up.
Ah, hello there. All our rooms are reserved for you Shinra boys, so take your pick. You'll find them just up... Huh? No. Cloud? My.
Yeah.
Of you.
I mean,
And
sort
you've
of,
only
in Cloud's
enjoyed
mind.
A couple of years.
It does feel like he was a tiny baby whenever he initially left this village. And he's only like... Is he 19 here? 20? I forget. I think Cloud is like 21. Tifa's 20. And Aerith is 22. Something like that. Okay. Let's go visit Cloud's mom. That's got to be a full scene.
City folk are so sophisticated. I can only imagine what they're
Goodness!
Is that you, Cloud?
You wouldn't have lasted a day.
What's going on here?
You worked out with everyone?
Just for a bit.
Could you keep up?
Everybody, gather round.
Are we doing yoga with old people?
Ready to get started? Let's sanga. Okay. Put your fingertips together and lift your hands
He
to
did a
the
little stretch.
sky.
Weak legs betray a weak mind.
That's bonus dialogue. I didn't have to stand around to hear
Tight
this.
the ears and spread those hands.
Get in there,
Keep
Cloud.
your arms straight. Feel the stretch all the way to your fingertips.
And this looks clean as hell. Where's my mom's house? It should be like right around there. Bunch of cats hanging out.
Ever since we heard of survey teams,
I'd like to see how soldiers... Finally.
Right, because if we're at the well,
are you
the original screen's oriented like that way. Isn't Cloud's house like right here? Is it this one?
Then I stopped by my mom's. Not that it matters.
No, you are gonna skip that
I
part.
want to hear what happened.
Me too.
Yeah. Go on.
Tifa is especially interested in hearing what happens here. Because she definitely already knows that this is a fucking lie. I want to see it, though. I mean, he probably did stop by his mom's house. He just wasn't a soldier.
When I was a kid. So after I left for Midgar, she was on her own. It was the first time we'd seen each other in 2 years.
God, what's her name?
First time. And last.
I'll be right there.
Claudia, of course. That's perfect.
Is that you?
She looks perfect.
Hey.
Welcome home. Come
I mean,
in.
so does he.
Let me get a good look at you. My. So that's what they've got you wearing, huh? You soldiers sure do clean up nice.
You know, it's almost
I've
for the
never been so
better
proud.
that my little third-party app is screwing up
Man
here.
you've become. Women must be hounding you day and night.
It looks like there's more holes in his memory.
You know, there's all kinds of temptations in the big city.
Ah, this is line for
I'd
line.
feel a lot better if I knew you'd found a good girl. One who'd make sure you didn't get into trouble.
I can take care of myself.
An older, more mature girl that could keep you on the straight and narrow and tell you when you're being a silly goose.
This may or may
That's
not
the
be why he
perfect
didn't
type
want to
for you, I'd
recount
say.
this scene.
They are feeding you properly, aren't they? Oh, Cloud. But you know, Cloud.
God, this is
Wouldn't you agree, Cloud?
line for line,
You're my son.
screen jump to
Of course,
screen
I'll
jump,
always be.
like precisely how it
That's
happened.
enough.
Okay, now let's go mess around in Tifa's house.
So, what do you think of our village? I'm eager to talk to him too, but now's not
No?
the time. Everyone, please calm down. Don't make any trouble for Sephiroth.
Can I not?
I'm eager to talk
Oh,
to
where's
him
my
too,
map button?
But now's not the time. Don't make any trouble for Sephiroth.
That's gonna be important. Oh well, I'll figure it out later. I can maybe just use my PS5 controller. Let's see. Can we go bug Sephiroth? There's a path. Oh, fine. There's a thing over here. Let's just go hang up or hang out in our favorite old spot. Right around the well.
So how did it feel being back up there?
I don't
It
know.
had been a while.
Nostalgic, I guess. After 2 years away and all that.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of weird how you and Tifa didn't spend more time together here, right? I wonder what that's about. This looks fantastic. Let's go check out the mansion before we go back to the inn. I bet you there's nothing I can do. I feel like I move faster, too. Aw. Alright, fine. Fine. We saw Mom. Why don't we rest at Mom's house instead of the inn? Oh, they come over this way now? The whole crowd is... Yeah. Okay, okay. What do we got in the mayor's place? Why do you need, like, an office building, Mayor?
Oh, I'll be telling everyone how I welcome the great Sephiroth to town till the day I die.
Which, you know, might just be, like, tomorrow.
Make sure you're good and rested.
Hey, that's the same model for the lady that was in the inn. This is like a terminal from Crisis Core. That's neat. You know what I can do for, like, graphics config? Let's see if this runs better in graphics mode. Probably not. Immediately less FPS. But how does it play with my app? Nah. We're going back. That is not as smooth. God, I wish this launched on PC at the same time. You know, I think I would say Alan Wake looks better. But they're going for very different styles, and like, fuck, this looks great.
Didn't really notice at the time, but looking back, all the signs were there. From the moment we arrived, Sephiroth just wasn't himself.
I mean, he lines up with Crisis Core Sephiroth pretty well so far.
This landscape.
Huh?
I could swear I've seen it before.
Okay, maybe not.
You okay?
Big day tomorrow. We'll be leaving bright and early. You should get some rest.
All right, will do.
God, he's so tall.
Night.
Bishy Roth.
I tried, but I couldn't get to sleep that night. Was too excited, too nervous.
I mean, that sounds right.
Was pretty much the same for me.
Why?
Yeah, I was surprised too.
Not as much as she was right now.
You know what happened the last time she went
She didn't even know you were there.
Ago, Brian. She's old enough to make her own decisions now.
He's so Zack-coded. I mean, that's
We
even
leave once our guide arrives.
Zack's shoulder pads.
Yes, sir.
He's so Zack-coded.
Sir, I must insist that I take you up the mountain. My daughter isn't...
Dad!
Shut the fuck up, Dad.
Tifa,
Look at her, she's ready.
you can still back out. You don't have to do this.
I'm going, and that's that.
I like how their
There are
outfits
soldiers
match.
with me. I'll be fine.
Pumpkin,
Good
Pumpkin.
morning, sir. I'll be your guide for the day.
Tifa? You're our guide?
I sure am. You can ask anyone around here. I'm the best there is.
You could get hurt.
Not if you remember to do your job, she won't. Come on.
Yo, this is a power party right here.
for posterity, sir?
Not today.
Aww.
Please, Sephiroth. It'd mean a lot to us.
It's just one photo. Come on. Where's the harm in that?
Are you going to take it on the steps instead of in front of the manor? No, okay.
Thanks.
He's so Zack.
Sounds like you were having a good time.
One more.
Yeah, I guess we were.
Later.
For a while.
Oh, it's like, looking back, if you know, you know. It's so obvious she's just going along with the story.
I was looking forward to breathing that crisp, clean mountain air again.
R2 or L3 to sprint. That's what I've been doing. Break boxes. I want to see the manor first. We'll go that way in a minute. No, stop. Let me, you just told me how to run. Aww. Alright, fine. We can only run towards Tifa and the objective. I better not pick up Moogle medals. Not in the demo.
You probably already know this, but our reactor's the first of its kind. It really put Mount Nibel on the map.
I've seen a few reactors in my time, but none with such a breathtaking view.
I
Who could tire of it?
don't remember this one being the first one.
Man, I wish I could go on trips all over the world like you guys.
Yeah, well.
I think you mean business trips, which are no fun at all.
Though you do learn stuff on them.
That looks so fucking good. God damn. And this is like a preview of us running around the actual world and terrain, and oh, yeah, this feels good. Hope these two regular bitch-ass Shinra soldiers can keep up. Oh my god, it's... this is having problems. That's alright, I can tweak it later.
Everything okay? Not going too fast for you, am I?
Of course not.
This is weird. I went out and like ran around and did combat in 16 and it was totally
I thought you guys
fine.
were in a hurry.
Even so.
Here it is,
you'll burn
having
yourself out running
troubles.
like that.
I'm not even close to burned out. Not
You
with all the
really
training
can
I've
only
had.
move towards Tifa.
Yes, you really are the best there is.
She kind of is. Tifa best girl. Not to throw shade on anyone else. They're all great. Yuffie is in fact way better in Remake. But I mean, she barely got much time in the OG. But Tifa's still the best. And always was. Those look great. Holy shit.
Seen those near the village, and they're not nice.
Were you the tiny little lay flat monsters?
I think I got this.
Then they're all yours.
Copy that.
But I want Tifa and Sephiroth with me. Okay, we've still got Punisher mode. Press dodging. Wait, press attack after dodge to unleash a ranged attack. Or hold to do aerial combos. That's new. You just get Blade Beam? Holy shit! That's fantastic.
Let's finish this. You're done. Bye.
Yeah!
That was awesome.
He's pretty cool.
If this is how it's going to be, there doesn't seem much point in me fighting.
I guess not. You leave it all to me, huh?
Don't mind if I do.
Is this a scene or Cloud is getting dementia? It's... So, like I was talking about earlier, I'm using... For 16, I was using the official, like, PlayStation Remote Play app, which sucks, because it's all 720 at 30. Now I'm using a third-party app, which I tested with 16 and ran perfectly fine, like, in big zones and combat, running around. But it is having some problems here. This looks better than 16, though. There's more stuff going on. And I wasn't streaming while I was testing it. This is all like going over a network. It's not like my PS5 is plugged into my computer, but I'm playing on my PC. So there's some tweaking I can do, but I'd have to like quit and restart. And if I'm being honest, the program had some problems whenever I would like restart it and change some settings and then try to reconnect. It'd be like, oh, I can't find your controller, or the remote play function is already in use by something else. So today I just started it up and it connected, and I was like, cool, we're gonna sit here until the stream starts because it's already connected and it's good. But if you want to believe it's Cloud's dementia getting in the way, that's kind of very fitting, right? People are fighting over what's better, Persona 3 Reload or this without realizing both are remakes. I think they realize they're both remakes. And like, this is definitely... definitely. I predict this is getting into sequel and explicitly not remake territory. But we'll see more of that towards the end of this actual game, and then the third installment. Persona 3 Reload looks really good. Like, it made a lot of changes that everybody wanted to see, right? Full control over all of your party, a lot of modern amenities from P5. So Persona 3 looks really good. They're different, though. Persona is, you know, an SMT-like, with crazy status effects, and you have to use the right weaknesses, and it's very turn-based. This is, like, nails the in-between of being an action game and having old-school turn-based stuff, right? Because you still have ATB combat, but you build up a lot of stagger with regular action combat. And it's not like a character action like a DMC. It's more like the best Kingdom Hearts has ever been. Speaking of remakes, what are my thoughts on the Silent Hill 2 remake? I mean... You want to talk about... Hey, J-Hank, you want to talk about Silent Hill for a little bit? All we've seen for the Silent Hill 2 remake is that, like, action trailer, right? And that's the wrong thing to focus on. That's not what Silent Hill 2 is about. Or Silent Hill 1, or Silent Hill 3, or 4. It's, like, not what any of the good Silent Hills are about, right? The thing that I didn't notice that other people have been pointing out is there's a lot of, like, graffiti around the town in Silent Hill 2 that you can see in that demo that, like, you remember how James's deal with his wife was really subtle and unknown up until you see that video, and it, like, spells it out, and even if you don't really catch it there, it's, like, super obvious afterwards, and then you get the fucking letter reading at the end, and it's, like, the best, most well-delivered, soul-crushing thing ever. But before that video, James's shit and a lot of how Silent Hill deals with what the fuck is even going on with these characters in this setting is, like, subtle and kind of unknown. In the remake combat video that they posted, there's graffiti that's just like, you killed her, your wife is your fault, or something like that. And that feels pretty bad, right? Yeah, there was a lot of graffiti in the first one, in OG Silent Hill 2. Like, fucking, there was a hole here, it's gone now, is legendary. Absolutely legendary, right? It's still to this day, like, that hits Silent Hill so well. That hits. So if there's graffiti in the remake that's like, you killed your wife, James, in the first half an hour of the game, or when you're just walking around town long before you see that video, then that's kind of the opposite of subtle. And so, like, as much as the breath line in 3, yeah. I would say more, but I paid more attention to Silent Hill 2 than, like, 1 or 3 or 4. They're all great, though. Those first 4, I love them. They're really, really good. I like them a lot. But yeah, Silent Hill 2 does like a bunch of subtle stuff, and it kind of looks like the Silent Hill 2 remake is not so subtle. What's worse is, and these are not the same teams, right? As subtle as a giant butcher knife in the face. What's worse is we have Silent Hill Ascension, which is still awful. Like, there's been an episode or 2, and then they're doing like a little hiatus or something right now, I think, since the last time we talked about it. And wow, it's bad. It's so bad that for a while people were like, did an AI write this? And to give Silent Hill Ascension the credit it deserves, it looks like the cinematography people are doing a pretty good job. Like, where do we place this camera? How do we make this scene look good and creepy and like a Silent Hill thing? That part of the team is doing a pretty good job. The graphics, the overall direction that has like creative characters being placed in scenes every once in a while, the way people interact with it at all, it would probably be better if none of that shit existed and it like abandoned the concept of being a game and it was just a show in that like Telltale style of engine that got released every once in a while. There was a fucking scene where somebody's creative character got in, and it was like a lady with a huge beard and mustache. And that type of shit just completely takes you out of it, right? And the story and the characters, like, Ascension is fuck awful. You went into a discussion with some guys about how QTEs are, like, not fitting for Silent Hill. They could be, but yeah. You know, it's an Origins, but it was like more action-focused game, which is the total opposite of Silent Hill. Yeah, I agree. It's probably best without them. And you're outside of like boss fights, which are, especially final bosses in Silent Hill, pretty much the worst part of the game. Outside of boss fights, most of the time, definitely not all the time, but most of the time, you're better off just like running away from the monsters. Sometimes you got your pipe or your fire axe, and you can take down a couple, right? You can, you know, get the bug off of the back of Sybil. That's cool. Yeah, it's definitely the type of game where, just like I felt in Alan Wake and various other survival horror games, if you're playing them right, you have too much ammo. Just leave it. You don't have the inventory for it. Or you waste time and take damage by going for it. And for what? You're not going to fight off... When you're running around the streets in Silent Hill, you're not going to destroy all of those monsters. I don't even know if you can. There'll be like 3 to 5 chasing you, and I think if you kill 1 or 2, more spawn. Infinitely. I think. I don't know. I've never tested. I've never seen anyone who tested it, because the whole point is like, oh shit, what the fuck are these things? Run away. You're not Combat Man. You can? Wow. Damn, dude. But anyway, the point is, it's not combat focused, right? It's not the point. The atmosphere and the storytelling and the characters are the point. And wow, Ascension is so bad that initially people were like, is this written by AI? And unlike the Pal World stuff, people have come to the conclusion by using AI to try to write a Silent Hill. Ascension is so bad that if it was written by an AI, it would probably be better than it is. It's just garbage. And so that's not the same team, right? But what's closer to the same team that's working on Silent Hill 2 Remake is the Silent Hill A Short Message team. And that game also fucking sucks. Like, the art department did a really good job. Yeah, it's not a combat game at all. Why was there a combat trailer? No one fucking knows. It's like, we get it that a bunch of survival horror games, like, exactly, that's exactly what I was about to say. It's not supposed to be an RE2-like. It's not supposed to be an RE4-like, right? And I mean, they could take multiple gunshots previously, but if you give James a more action-like third-person over-the-shoulder shooting mechanic, then they probably should go down in 1 or maybe 2, because, I mean, they're weirdo Silent Hill monsters. They don't have to, like, immediately fall over on a single headshot, but it's not supposed to be an action game. So, like, it's just a weird feeling. Why have a combat trailer? But yeah, Ascension does not paint a good picture. Wow, it's awful. Short Message does not paint a good picture. Wow, the fucking message and handling of the content of that game is garbage. Just really bad, and the opposite of subtle. It looks amazing, and it does like a couple of other things really well in like a Silent Hill fashion, but most of it is blunt, in your face, opposite of subtle trash. And so is the message takeaway of that game. It was deep as a puddle. I mean, it was deep as like a ankle deep puddle. But yeah, it was definitely written by old men who are like, kids are always on their phones and they're obsessed with the social medias, and then the thing that saves your character is like, girls be shopping, and that's what gets your main character to not commit suicide. And, you know, maybe if the game were more of a full game, if it were like another hour or two, it could have dealt with the issue of like your character causing because there's like your character and 2 other friends, and one of them committed suicide, and your character is like Silent Hill suiciding herself, but it never works. And yeah, Silent Hill has never been a mental illness. I mean, it was kind of, sort of like a PTSD thing with Angela, right? But there was more going on there. The main character of Short Message is like just a mental illness thing with Silent Hill visual tropes thrown on top. And that's mostly why it's bad. The handling of that is so blunt and bad, it's garbage. But yeah, it doesn't deal with the fact that, like, it doesn't deal at all with your main character being the reason that the girl who killed herself. You just, like, immediately get over all of that trauma because your friend asks you to go shopping. And wow. Women be shopping, teens be on Twitter. They don't get enough likes, they might kill themselves. It's not great. A PTSD summoned by Satan that comes for your guts, not a mental illness. I mean, there's a lot more trauma with Angela. But again, like, James's trauma was very subtle up until you view that video. And then it's like, oh, I get it. Everything falls into place. And I knew people who, like, that went over their heads. But then they kind of get it with the final boss fight, and then that letter reading happens. And they're like, it all makes sense. Right? And there's more cult stuff in 1 and 3. 4 is just way out there. But still, there's like a subtlety and a hiding what's really going on aspect to those games, which is not there in Short Message. Imagine seeing Short Message after hearing what happened to Celine. It's bad timing, but that's a very, very specific crossover of 2 worlds, right? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it would hit a little bit harder after that. Or for some people. And to their credit, that game has, like, if you're thinking suicidal ideation thoughts, here's some help hotline phone numbers for you to call. Please seek help. And it like, pastes those on the screen, like, 3 or 4 or 5 times throughout the entire, like, 2.5 hour experience. It's very much trying to not... It's very much trying to not, like, say, hey, suicide is cool, even though they definitely have, like, a lot of the main character and some social media stuff is like, or the artist girl who killed herself in short message is like, but suicide would be really cool though, like all of my art would be taken super seriously if I just fucking killed myself. Then it would be meaningful. And it never reconciles that or the stuff in between your main character and the girl who killed herself, the friend who killed herself, that your main character orchestrated, maybe sort of accidentally, she didn't mean for it to get that big, but definitely started like a hate campaign against the friend who killed herself because she was the popular one. And then the third friend is like, let's please go to the mall and buy some things. And your main character's like, you're right, life is worth living because I could go shopping though. So there's a like hideous lack of subtlety or depth or characters actually dealing with anything, even in like a crazy spooky Silent Hill monster interaction sort of fashion, right? Game doesn't feel like it's taking the subject seriously. Yeah. I think rather the game is taking the subject seriously, but the people who are writing it have no fucking clue how to talk about that subject in a serious manner, right? They Googled severe PTSD, and that's what the main character is. There's nothing else going on there. And they didn't Google anything about treatment or recovery, right? So, like, that's the level of care and detail that I think we can expect in the Silent Hill 2 remake. And boy, that's gonna be real bad. Just awful in comparison. So if you want to talk about, like, remakes, I think the FF7 remake is doing a really good job of, like, living up to the original and expanding what's going on there. Like, I loved all of Johnny's stuff in Remake, even though he's a character that I don't even know if he's named in the original. I think he might be, but he has like 2 or maybe 3 lines. And you see him once in like Sector 7 and once in Wall Market, and that's it. And there's definitely some like area padding in that game. The sewer is maybe a little bit too big. There's what is effectively like a full dungeon of when you're walking under the top of the plate, like near all the lights and stuff, which was, I think, a single screen in the original game. You've got Roche and a bunch of other stuff, but I loved that shit with Jesse. So, like, and it's nailing the characters, and it fully admits by the end of Remake, FF7 Remake, that, hey, we did a lot of original stuff. Other big story beats are going to go in a totally different direction. And so I think, especially in comparison to the Silent Hill remakes, I have nothing but good faith for like the FF7 remakes. And Persona 3 just looks like, what if we Persona 5'd Persona 3, and it's good. It looks really good. I haven't watched enough of it because I kind of think I might play those games like off screen, because RPGs are huge and I don't want to play multiple RPGs at the same time on screen. But I think this one's doing well, and Silent Hill looks like garbage, especially in comparison to all the other remakes. Conversely, like P3 and FF7 Remake look amazing in comparison to the Silent Hill 2 remakes. It's going to be fucking whack. After hearing about what happened to Celine, it's kind of unrespectful on how dull SM character is about the message. Yeah, but I don't think I mean, I don't think those people don't pay attention to the VTuber sphere. They didn't pay attention to like mental health in general when making a game that focuses more on mental health than previous Silent Hills, even though that was clearly like a big part of Angela's story. And it's all about trauma, but like haha trauma lol is Silent Hill Ascension. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think those things really. I mean, I see why you're relating them and how. Yeah, that's a lot, but that's definitely not anything the devs were like aware of or thinking about when making those games. I mean, the previous game they made was it? I always forget. It's either The Messenger or there's another one that begins with an M. And I always mix them up because one is like okay and one is extra bad. Basically the silent message or the short message people made a game that also dealt with like heavy trauma leading to kind of suicidal ideation, except the fucking message in that one was you had people, maybe I think you had a person who went through a lot of trauma and harm in their early life and ended up kind of spreading that harm to other people. And the like resolution of that game is this person needs to die because they're just going to do more damage to other people down the line. And so the takeaway was kind of like, well, if you went through that much trauma and you're going to end up hurting people, you should just off yourself to save everybody else the pain that you're definitely going to cause them. And that's awful. That's another example of this team totally and completely not understanding mental health or recovery or trauma, right? Making the Silent Hill 2 remake kind of look like the Second Coming of Christ. I mean, their advertisement is going to do that, and people hold the game in high regard still for like good reason. That might be a bit over the top, but they're definitely going to hype it up as much as they can, and it looks bad. It looks not great. Mental health is a serious matter, more nowadays, where you have statistics on people offing themselves due to loneliness, for example. Yeah, there's some, I mean, yeah, it's been a serious thing for forever. And yeah, I agree. Angela was a great allegory for those themes and handled much better. Even though things like don't go well with her, it was handled much better. She was another case, because Angela also has the weirdness of like, she's clearly a little girl trapped in an adult girl's body, and that's like a weird Silent Hill thing, but it's a nice allegory for someone being stuck in like arrested development because of their trauma, right? They stay vulnerable and have a hard time relating to other people and building up relationships, even if it's like, you know, big and personal or small and friendly. Not to belittle regular friendships, but she like has problems with socializing and maintaining or developing relationships because of her trauma, so she's like stuck. But it's not hitting you over the head with "do you get it?" until that boss fight, which makes everything obvious. And it has the clear differences in like how Silent Hill presents itself. James, everything is foggy, and then there's all the different like meanings behind the monsters he encounters, and for Angela everything is just on fire all the time, kind of like being whereas James is like muted and muddled. Angela's is like literal overstimulation in the physical reality, right? Yeah, the boss fight in the stair scene where everything is on fire. Exactly. Those games are really good, like, especially Silent Hill 2. More so Silent Hill 2 than everything else. They're so good because they're subtle about how they lay out all their different points and what's going on with what character. Like fucking Eddie eating pizza. What the fuck are you supposed to make of that scene when it comes to like his whole deal? But you have a previous scene where he kind of sort of maybe was involved around like somebody being killed, and then it becomes obvious with his boss fight. It's all very subtle and well placed out until it like hits you in the fucking face with Angela's Bad Daddy boss fight, or Eddie's boss fight, or James watching the videotape, where he finally remembers and sees through the fog, right? That's not there in Short Message. It's not there in whatever the fuck is going on in Ascension. And it, like, by design can't be. And we don't, like, we don't know enough, in my opinion, about the Silent Hill 2 remake to really say how that's going to handle it. But from the little bit we've seen, the graffiti on the wall that immediately talks about the wife, them releasing a combat trailer at all, and the one like photo or trailer advertisement that is just Laura's face huge in the sky hanging over the town. It feels like they're going with the opposite of subtle, right? So that's pretty bad. Not a fan of any of that. Anyway, I think we've been talking about that for 15 or 20 minutes. So here's a thing that doesn't have to worry about being so incredibly subtle. Oh, these are the little flat guys. Yeah, I know how to use ATB. Oh, the other one got me from behind. Oh my god. Operator mode is doing work.
That's that.
Just some real damage. Do I have... I don't have Braver. I don't have any limit breaks or skills. But you're gonna put me in combat with Sephiroth or Tifa later on and, like, let me do the new dual techs, right? Right? Because that's a thing that got showed off and looks pretty cool.
Is that Mako?
Oh, well, this could have something to do with why the fucking reactor is not dealing so well. All of our pipes are bursting. Damn. Don't even worry about pushing me out of the way. Just fucking kick birds.
Soldier. You can do better than that, can't you?
Just you watch.
Show me dual techs. R1 to block, circle to dodge. Successfully blocking your attack will reduce the amount of damage. Block with perfect timing to render the attack ineffective. Yo. That's new, I feel. Okay, little late. Oh my god, that's great. That's great. We didn't have just frames last time. Oh, I do have my abilities. Good. Come down.
Burn.
Nice. Now that I'm in your face, fucking fall. Hell yeah. I really like this blend of action and turn-based. It's super good. Thing that doesn't have to worry about being subtle. Yeah, I mean, you can just straight up lie or have unreliable narrator without being very subtle. It definitely is here, and in the OG, like the first time you play through it, you have no idea that Cloud is lying, especially because Tifa just says nothing until way later, and that's subtle. But, like, this is a game that has Roche and planet weapons and Knights of the Round and Bahamut, and there's a lot of, like, there's a lot of shit that's just, like, swerve balls as opposed to being subtle, you know? Yeah, I agree. Good stories usually do have some form of subtlety, even if FF7. And FF7 has a lot of it. It's just also, like, goofy all over the place. Like, one of the only things that I think was bad and should have been more subtle, or just handled in an entirely different fashion in the first game, was the scene of the plate being dropped, and then Kate Shith just runs out and is like, oh no! Which I get it. Maybe that was, like, Reeve trying to, like, be on the way to thwart Shinra's plans to drop the plate, but you don't have any buildup of that. And it would have just been better if it was, like, him looking out a window and being like, oh fuck, this is horrible, right? So there's definitely some stuff that could have been... Yeah, they just wanted Kate Sith in there. I forget how it's actually pronounced. There's a whole debate about that, like, a couple months ago. Kate Shi, I think, maybe. Yeah, they just wanted to shove Kate Shi in there to have him. But it would have been better if it was just Reeve looking out a window, right? And being horrified at what was going on. And then later on, you meet Kate Shi, and then it gets revealed, and then everything else, right? So there's definitely some subtlety to the story. There's even in the OG, like, a bunch of stuff you can just straight up miss, right? Like all the scenes, all the bonus scenes in the bottom of the Nibelheim mansion. Like the second time you come to it, optionally, completely. Or, what's her name? Vincent's waifu. The person that Dirge of Cerberus turns into, like, the single dumbest bitch in the world. Anyway, the stuff with, like, Sephiroth's mom, not Genova. You can completely miss a lot of that. And that's, like, kind of... That's a form of subtlety, I suppose. Stay down.
You're done.
Big chop. The window for that is actually kind of generous. Wait, first. That's so cool! It does, like, no damage, but it gives Cloud a ranged attack. And it went from being an ability to being just a thing he does. That's kind of great. I can't wait to see how they do that with other characters. Alright, Sephiroth, it's time for you to get involved. One down. One stunned. Yo, he had Cloud's voice!
Well done, Trooper.
When he gets hit, that dude has Cloud's voice. That's good subtlety, right? Because that guy's actually Cloud. Hard to perfect block something when you can't see it coming. Oh, well, you can kind of... I tried to, like, release block. Like if Vincent came from the tomb and looked at Midgar, and then he looked at the camera and be like, oh no, and then he was sleeping again? Yeah. Right? Like, he gets an excuse for not knowing a lot of shit because he just locked himself away and has been asleep the entire time. Which is definitely edgy, but that's very much like the old game. Oh, I got my limit. Yeah, fuck it. You're a regular enemy. Did those last two hits miss? I'm not trying to escape. Well, operator mode feels better now. Yeah, and he still has the auto counter.
Still have a long way to go.
Excellent. Camera?
Shall we pick up the pace?
Oh, okay.
Not
It's like his
unless we
camera's stuck behind
absolutely
the
have to.
fence.
Our guide might not be so lucky next time.
Then, how about I go on ahead and clear the way for you guys? I'll be careful.
You'd better.
Cool. See you at the reactor.
That's not how that happened. Materia can be set into most weapons and equipment via the material menu. We're going to give you access to your menu now. No. I played the OG game. I played the remake game. Know how materia work. But now I get free roam? Oh my god. That's more Skyriming than I thought possible. They're gonna have shit hidden everywhere. Can I... Look at my map. It gave me the material menu, or material, like, tutorial prompts, which kind of makes me think there is some materia to pick up. Like, that's just a Mako spill. Where did we not go? Let's keep going. Yeah, it's really cool how, like, they're staying very close to how Cloud told the story. But Cloud, especially if you've played Crisis Core, Cloud is so, like, incredibly Zack-coded here, even way more so than the previous game, and they told people to play Crisis Core. Oh, I've been doing this already. I move slowly, but I hit harder. I counterattack every time I block. Cannot, however, guard against ranged or magic attacks.
Get on!
It's on now.
Let's finish this.
I got fucking combos. Let's triple slash these guys.
See ya, gotta say. That one felt pretty good.
Yeah, it's really fun how Cloud is, like, more Zack-coded here than he was even in the original. Because, of course, they, like... You know, Crisis Core wasn't out. They knew what they were going to do with the story twist, but there wasn't as much of a Zack character until Crisis Core. And now he's more like that character than Cloud, even in Cloud and Crisis Core. But that soldier taking the hit for Tifa definitely had Cloud's voice. They got the photo in there. They got the actually Cloud was this little punk nobody soldier during this time frame. See him. Let me lock on. Me? For a second. You. I blocked one of those. Can't block while I'm in the middle of an animation, though.
You're done.
Oh, big damage. Oh, take damage. Let's just go ahead and stagger you.
Let's finish this. Piece of cake.
That is smooth. Got like a ton of Mega Potions. We're doing that. No, I'm pretty sure Mega Potion was the heal everybody potion. But we're just getting like more tiers of potion. Damn, you know what I just realized? I don't think I can zoom in I think Cloud's pants here look even more pant-like. Like, more realistic material than they do in the original remake. Something about, like, the lighting on them. What did I just pick up? There's more potions, right? I didn't get, like, a materia. Ooh. God, I have assess materia. Do you not have an accessory? Not at all. Now we have to scan everything. You can't just give me an assess and then not have me scan everything. Can I climb you? Nope. This is not a thing that happened in the OG, right? They never split up like this until the bridge fell. Oh, you know what? I want to play with camera distance. That's a very small additional amount back. Did that change at all? Oh, I didn't set it. I backed out of menu. Yeah, okay. It's a very small, like, additional distance. But I appreciate...
Not that way.
What do you mean, not this way? What do you mean, not this way?
It's a dead end. Rockslide took out the bridge a while ago.
Oh.
Come on back, okay?
Oh. A bridge has already fallen. Do we climb here? Oh, we go through... Oh, no! I was really hoping this game would do away with these. Right? Because we're doing PS5 now instead of PS4. So we don't need these loading screens. But they're still here. Still, I would much rather have a hidden loading screen like this. Like Metroid elevators. Than have actual loading screens. So that's fine.
This way. Gotta make a detour through a Shinra facility.
To think I almost made you our guide. Good thing I reconsidered.
I mean, clearly she knows
Otherwise, you
more.
would let us straight off a cliff. Lead on.
Clearly she knows more. I'm trying to catch up. Hey, how come you've gone through Shinra facilities before? Our dudes don't have a problem with that? I mean, I guess we're soldier, and some grunts. We're not really Shinra officials. Give me that Dark Souls-ass lighting change. There it goes. Whoa. Ooh. It's very shiny in here. No? Alright. There we go. Level boost? That's new. What? What does the level boost do? Increases the level of the linked materia by 1. Has no effect when paired with materia at max level. I see. Then I think I want fire to be boosted. Because fire is better against monsters. No, wait. Ice is better against monsters, right? Fire is better against people. I mean, I could boost healing. That would also be pretty smart, I feel. But, like, damage, though. Alright, everybody in. This is definitely a detour from the OG. Wow. How do you just abandon a reactor like this? I guess this is supposed to, like, take place right after the Wutai War. Yeah! Do it again. Fucking dare you. Yeah! Bitch. You know what? Assess. I've got 2 pips. Screamers. Humanoid fiends that make their home on Mount Nibel. Previously unseen in the region, sightings began after the local reactor started to malfunction. You know, I think these guys were seen in, like, the Mithril mines, and not here. Brandish an iron mace at the end of one arm, which they swing around with ease. Weak to fire! Damn, I thought people were... Maybe it's humanoids now are weak to fire. Everything else is weak to ice. What are my thoughts on Alan Wake 2? Fucking owned. Jesus Christ. What a fantastic game. Like, we were talking about subtlety earlier. I've been watching another streamer play through it. Well, the same one I was watching play through it while I was playing it, but I never, like, went ahead of where I was. But I've been rewatching it. And there's a lot of... It's really funny. There's a lot of subtle stuff in that game, and there's a lot of, like, smack you in the face story points in that game. But what I mean by that is, like, there's stuff that just, like, reveals itself and tells you how things go, but there's also stuff like Odin and Thor appearing in your mind place because a minute after that happens, of course they do. They explain why. That they save until way late in the game. So it's like expertly written. It's got like fantastic atmosphere and vibes. The combat it's not like an amazing combat game, but Alan Wake 1 was also not like an amazing combat game, but at the same time it's way better than Alan Wake 1. They do some really, really cool stuff with their monster design, and like the shaded enemies are a really neat concept. Which is honestly like one of the happiest things that could have happened for me for that series, because the combat in Alan Wake 1 is like, eh. And in Control it's really cool, but it never really goes much of anywhere, and not as cool as it could have been. But they actually like do a pretty good job and get creative with Alan Wake 2, which makes me look forward to any other combat they have in future games. The scares are great. I went ahead and like looked up what's new in New Game Plus and like Alan Wake 2 Final Cut, and there's like very little added, but it's pretty good. You get a couple of extra seconds in the end, which were like implied by the ending of regular game, and there's just so much. Like, okay, to go back to the subtlety thing, the very first song you hear at the end of a chapter mentions Saga's mother being a seer who has a second sight. And that doesn't... What the fuck does that mean the first time you're going through the game, right? But, like, on rewatching it, fucking, of course, it's right there at the very beginning. That's what's special about Saga. And why she's not susceptible to, like, the story, the AWE, the Dark Places bullshit. Right? She never gets warped by it like everybody else. Yeah, it's just fantastic. By the way, did you know that that game not only has a cool New Game Plus that adds a couple of scenes from Dr. Darling from Control and a couple of new pages to pick up, the jump scares get changed in their timing and position. Not like all of them. And in the beginning, it's just like a tiny little change, so it's hard to notice. But then later on, it becomes more obvious. They switch up the timing on the jump scares. In addition to that, Alan Wake 2 has a director's commentary mode. You can flip on an option, and as you're playing through the game, you hear Sam Lake. I haven't done it yet. I actually want to play through the game again with this on, but you hear like Sam Lake and I assume some other people talking about the scenes that you're in while you're playing them and what they were doing while they were designing them. And I'm like, fuck, that's awesome. It's a DVD feature in a game that you almost never see. Yeah, the jump scares adapt. They are in fact different from the very beginning. They're just only slightly changed by like a few feet or a few seconds or something like that. And then later on, it's clear that they like placed a bunch and then cut some out so that they could use them in New Game Plus and not use some of the original ones, right? They like intentionally made too many jump scares and then cut some out and changed them up in between regular game and New Game Plus, which is cool. Because you could play your New Game Plus and be like, okay, I'm going to be immune to these jump scares and still feel like that the first couple of times through because they're off by like 1 second and you don't even notice that they're different. But the further you get into the game, the more the jump scares get changed up. And then you can see like there's like an extra scene from Alan in one of his first chapters where he's basically talking about what happens. You see like you find a television set where he's talking about what happens at the end of the game. And the first time you play through it, it like starts to play for like a second and a half, and then the TV goes blank. And you get some stuff from Dr. Darling. I think there's 2 bonus scenes from Dr. Darling, but people have data mined a third one. And then there's like a little bit extra at the end that like it's kind of implied everything goes well and you're gonna beat the Dark Presence and everybody gets out and it's all good and safe and fine. But it's not a, what was the term? It's not a loop, it's a spiral. And so then you go into New Game Plus because it's a spiral. And then when you finish it again, it like more clearly states, yeah, Saga's daughter is fine. Everybody gets out. Dark Presence defeated for real this time. So I have no idea what Alan Wake 3 is going to be, but Remedy definitely wants to keep expanding their stuff. We're getting a Control 2. We're getting the Max Payne remakes, which is probably not allowed to be part of the Remedy Extended Universe thing. Who knows what comes after that? But they love Alan, so he's staying around. But yeah, so like, I mean, I could talk for way too long about it. I still like get and understand and agree with Baldur's Gate 3 winning Game of the Year last year, right? But god damn, Alan Wake 2 comes real close. They're very, very different games. And Alan Wake 2 is more, even though you can kind of change up what order you play through that game, right? It's more on rails. But what a fantastic experience the whole way through. That game fucking rules. Nice. Do I have while you are pressured? There we go. God, you can just go.
That's that.
In honor of Alan Wake 2, you beat Max Payne, and it's still like very rough but very fun. Yeah, I wouldn't expect anything different. Those games are a lot of fun, and you can see, you know, the beginnings of Remedy's style with those games. I mean, Sam like
The reactor may have been
admits.
around for a while, but there are still pockets of Mako gas all over the mountain. Try not to breathe it in if you can.
Don't want to get Mako poisoning.
We would hate for that to happen. You can see the beginnings of Remedy's style. Right.
Elevator access restricted due to Mako gas concentration.
I guess we'll just have to clean shit out.
Unit must be employed to clear excess Mako gas.
So they have like the cool comic book stuff going on in Max Payne. Oh, for real? Can you clean up gas?
Mako gas levels reduced by 20%.
Only 20? Damn, the sync control's weird.
Mako gas levels reduced by 70%.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, like Max Payne, they have all of their like comic book stuff, right? But they still have. Was it Max Payne 1 or 2 where they actually started doing like live action stuff in videos? Because I know in 2 or 3 they had their live action like fake hard-boiled detective story in the middle of their wacky hard-boiled cop story. That was in 3? Okay. Comic book with the writing of a novel? Yeah, I mean, the writing's gotten better. But the dialogue for Max is, like, fucking on point the whole time. Absolutely. I'm gonna have to play this again after stream. See if I can get these graphics working. It's running very smoothly though. Like the frames are good. It just drops frames. 2 is also comic book. But doesn't what is it? There's like a fake not even Max Payne story. There's like a cop drama TV show that they do live action style in addition to that, right? Is that also still like only 3? It's been so long since I've played those games. And to be honest, I don't even remember if I played. I think I played 3. But I may have just watched someone play 3.
Then let me go first.
Hey, I'm the guide here.
There's our big bridge. Oh, yeah! Just like when you're crossing it later, outside of the flashback. Or not even this one, the one going to, Corel gets all weird. That's not how that happened originally.
Tifa, are you okay?
Not really.
Good answer. Uh-oh.
What are you?
It's fine. There's a river down there. No one knows how deep it is. Yeah, I love that. Wait, how are you just fucking standing? If nobody else can stand in this. I mean, he's Sephiroth. Permission to send me a scene by Twitter? Yeah, absolutely. That is in 2? Nice. Do we save? Oh, yeah, because one of them doesn't make it. Can Sephiroth fly? I mean, Ultimately, yes. Right now, I forget. There was like a mobile game that got put out recently that's kind of like young Sephiroth being a super badass during the Wutai War stuff.
He's in Fate's hands now.
And I forget if he can do that then, too.
Do you know the way?
There's like a scene of him descending into battle where the Turks are fighting some Wutai people. Is it the Turks?
Following the river should get us back.
It might be
to
the
village.
initial avalanche.
We're not going to the village. Can you get us to the reactor?
Fighting some Wutai people. And then Sephiroth just descends on the battlefield. But I forget if he
I don't think I can.
floats down or if it's slow-mo.
Well, we certainly can't send you back alone. You'll be safer with us.
Okay.
I'll be joining you up front this time.
What?
For your performance review.
You kidding me?
Either way.
Good luck.
Either way, he's definitely... Oh, shit! There it is. Either way, he's definitely already, like, Super Soldier Mako empowered. Massive war hero. Approach the scalable wall and leap around. You know you can climb it because it's yellow. Alright. Let's hop up. That is fine and easy. Hello! You know what? I might take a rest. I might take a rest after this fight. HP up. Hey, Sephiroth, what you looking like? That's it. That's the one, J. Hank. I was trying to remember the name of it because it was like even more cheesy than Night Springs or any of the other live action stuff. Yeah, the mock Max Payne inside Max Payne is Dick Justice. P.I. God, it's so good. Sephiroth is only level 40. He's supposed to be 50 here. Hell's Gate, huh? I can't look at... Oh, whoa. I can't look at abilities. But I want to see descriptions, game. All right, what have you got? Revive, healing, wind, magnify, which is our new all. Fire, but with no all, ice, and lightning. Just big ol' AoEs on all of your maxed out materia. Well, I can equip HP up. And I think, with Sephiroth in tow, fucking Tifa, join us, please.
Off you go.
Oh, okay. You can switch to a different character by providing advantage of battle. Alternatively, you can order your allies to attack while controlling the same character. Up or down, or left or right. To switch characters, L2 and R2 to issue commands to allies. Just like in the previous game. Fighting as Sephiroth. Hold attack to unleash ranged attacks. Landing a certain number of attacks will allow you to perform branching finishers like Pierce or Sword Dance. Also fills your limit gauge. Press R1 to enter Retaliation stance, which is... So Cloud gets an auto counter. Seth has to time his parries. Okay, let's check this out. Those were kind of the same.
Farewell.
Oh, because I didn't do Telluric Fury last time. Oh, you can do that, Cloud? I didn't know Cloud could combo his ranged attack like that. Sephiroth is the current party leader, and you will control him at the start of combat. yeah, we'll do that for the next couple of fights. I want to play around with Sephiroth and see what the AI does with Cloud, and then after that, probably switch back to Cloud and see what the AI does with Sephiroth.
More Mako gas ahead.
There's no way around it either. Just have to go through.
Time to hold your breath, Tifa.
Let's not waste any time. Mako this thick is dangerous.
Fair enough. I was like, she doesn't have a coughing animation, but she might. Whoa. Whoa! That's a lot more climbing than I was ready for. Gotta head out and enjoy the demo. I will. As always, thanks for dropping by, J. Hank. I greatly appreciate it. And I will see you next time. I'm going to play around with this a little bit off stream too, in order to get it looking better and working better for whenever the game actually comes out. Because I would rather not buy a new capture card and just let software do its thing. Is there anything down this way? Maybe. Let's go this way first. Less gas for Tifa. Assuming I can go this way at all. Not really, huh? Okay. We will... Oh, this looks great. I am really happy with, like, how smooth this software is.
Now we're talking.
I haven't tried to parry anything yet. Oh! Oh! Oh, 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 you just hold down R1 and he has a new moveset. What abilities do you have? These are both Crisis Core abilities, aren't they?
Let's hurry.
Wow. Better blade beams. Much better blade beams. Where's the Mako fountain? Were you like, ooh, magic? And then Sephiroth's like, magic. Fucking dumbasses. Here we go. I think the software is doing the equivalent of just like dropping frames.
It's beautiful.
Which I can tweak.
Yeah, but if we keep using Mako to power our homes, springs like this will disappear, right?
What are you talking about? Who told you that?
My dad. And the mayor, if you must know.
And a lot of people that aren't
The
Shinra.
planet's huge. Mako will never run out. Right?
Nothing's infinite.
Naturally formed materia. And look at the size of it. Astounding. For the Mako energy to condense into something like this, it must have taken an eternity.
I've always wondered, how does materia let you cast spells exactly?
This is so Zack.
How did you ever get to be a soldier? To put it simply,
He's so much more
the knowledge
Genki
of the ancients is sealed within each orb.
than like
That knowledge not only connects us to the planet,
FF7 Remake Cloud.
it allows us to tap into her power.
This is less subtle
That's how we can
than the
use
OG
magic.
game, but it's still
Or so they
good.
say.
Really?
Like, because he's more like
Magic
Zack, it's
sure
pretty
is
good.
Weird.
Say the line, Sephiroth.
I know someone who'd be livid to hear you call it weird, or magic for that matter. I can just imagine what he'd say. It's an affront to science.
Who?
Hojo or Gast?
Hojo from
Yeah.
Research and Development. His predecessor was a great man, but him, he is anything but. We should press on.
I love that even Sephiroth is like, Hojo's fucking gross. That dude's a piece of shit. And ultimately, like, Hojo kind of gets more done than Gast. But still. Hey, you. So what's... Blocked it, but... Oh. Oh, it changes the parry when he's about to make or get a hit. Sort of. That's different and weird. Should be Hell's Gate. Yeah, okay. Okay, sure. Man, Zanshin, though. Kind of cleaning up. Certain Hell's Gate does more single target, but Zanshin feels like it kind of rules. This looks fantastic. And honestly, climbing around terrain, like, very smooth, very quick, very easy. I want to make Cloud Leader. Do you have any other abilities I can set? I can do assess here. Synergy skills. We haven't even looked at those yet. How do we use... Hold the button to gather strength and release to unleash a powerful physical attack. These are not the things that show up whenever I'm holding R1 as Sephiroth. I don't think. Team up with your partner to nullify a ranged attack and deliver Counter-Strike. Oh, these! Oh, it changes on who you're controlling at the time. Cool. Okay, neat. So you only have dual blade. You, on the other hand... And I mean, I know I can switch in battle, but... What's up? Show me what you got, AI Seppi. Oh shit, I'm stunned. When an enemy is about to use an attack that cannot be guarded against, the caution symbol will appear. Take evasive action instead of getting fucking stunned. I'm bound! Sephiroth, please help. These guys also, I don't think, showed up here originally. They're cool, though. They were a son of a bitch in the original remake. There's one fight with these that, like, replicate that are super annoying. Grotesque creatures that make their home on Mount Nibel. Previously unseen in the region, sightings began after the local reactor started malfunctioning. When they sensed danger, they let out an ear-splitting screech. Yeah, it sucked. Not really weak to anything.
It's on now.
Triple slash to this shit.
It's all you.
Oh, except what I wanted to see, actually.
This way.
That way. Can do. What I want to see, actually, is Cloud's, like, new abilities and team-up attacks. God, give everyone unique dual techs with everyone else. It's perfect. What a fantastic combination of, like, the remake combat system with fucking Chrono Trigger. Oh. Man, if you make me go through a time section where shit like that happens, I could turn this into actual gameplay.
Heads up.
Oh. I wanted to look at the lake. I, again, did not dodge it. Get in there, Sephiroth.
Stand back. Show them what we can do.
Whoa, that's shiny. And it like uses Sephiroth's dark materia ability
Piece of cake.
on Cloud Sword. Oh, we're gonna have some good shit. How much does this heal? Yeah, okay. That is good enough. Wait, can I go back? I might be able to view it from over there, but you all are just gonna have to wait right there for a second. That looks pretty good. I feel like we probably climbed higher than this, because that's clearly the ocean. And not like a lake in the middle of Mount Nibel. I feel like we climbed higher than this. Maybe not. That's pretty far down. I guess Nibelheim is only a little bit above sea level. This looks so good. God damn, this looks fantastic. And yeah, I swear Cloud's pants look a little bit more fabric-y than canvas in comparison to Remake. That's progress. What the fuck? Why can everybody else just leap down? Including regular Shinra guy and Tifa. But Soldier Cloud has to climb. Magnify. I don't think you have space for this though, right? Not really. I could give up level up. Put cure here. This is a cool idea for a materia. It just comes at max level, boosts whatever it's linked with by 1. That's another really great thing. Like, they decided to add materia to the game, and like, all of it so far has been pretty cool. Shit you might want to use. We got some audio change. I see you. A zoo. Cool. While guarding with R1, you can team up with allies to perform a variety of synergy attacks. I've been using some of those. They do not consume ATB charges. I didn't see that. Available skills differ depending on which character is being actively controlled. Press pad while guarding to view descriptions of these skills.
Now we're talking. Get him! Steady. Show him what we can do.
Okay, but that's not a ranged attack, so yeah, let's just get at it. That probably is. Yeah, I mean... You do not have... God, he's got his, like, fucking smash ranged attack. It's so good. Stagger mechanics, just in case you didn't play the first one. Or 13. Stagger's, like, the most important thing. The most important contribution 13 has made. Wait. I saw the AI. Yeah! That's so good! Brave this bitch. Also... Sephi. What are you doing not using skills on this guy? And then honestly, I'm going to play it safe, because that tornado did a lot of damage to Cloud. Even though I probably could have finished him with a Braver right there. And also probably do it right here. Ah, wait. Nice. Weak to wind. Flying things are weak to wind. Avian creatures that live in the mountain regions are unafraid of people, going so far as to abduct children and terrorize locals. A zoo who stole my baby. That does do a lot of damage. Holy shit. Dude, fucking being able to chain blade beams kind of rules. This menu is great. Like, I had no problems with the menu in Remake Part 1, but here in Rebirth, that menu's pretty good. It's pretty good. The materia was up this way, right? Yes. Can I jump up right here? Wow. Damn, cool. I can Skyrim up stuff that's taller than me. Focus. Was focus in the previous game? I feel like that's a little familiar. Precision defense focus. Oh, that was not in the original game. Buff the timing for this new mechanic. Wait, can anybody equip that? Maybe. Sephiroth is just like, don't touch my materia loadout. I have big explosions, and we're gonna keep it that way.
This won't be the last.
Hey, don't even begin to stand a chance. Okay, I see you. Oh, I can go up here. This is gonna be fucking great. This is gonna be so good when the full game comes out. Just like already in this demo, you get to see expanded combat stuff, which was not even necessary, but it's like super welcome and cool. And expanded mobility and exploration stuff. Autocast? Autocast? Allows an ally to automatically use spells with the linked materia when not actively controlled during battle. Cool! That was... There's an auto cure in the previous one. I think we're just gonna put you on cure duty. I don't really need Cloud to have higher level spells when Sephiroth has highest level spells, you know? Boxes. Hell yeah. More Mako gas. We're gonna have something that can clean that up, right? Here we go. Excuse me. No, Tifa, don't get in front. Do I have to hold it? Excuse me. There we go. I do have to hold it. Okay. Yeah, get out of my way. Please don't stand in the gas. Please don't get run over. Oh god, I'm trying.
Mako gas levels reduced by 20%.
It controls awkwardly. Can I not? Is it because of the cord? Like, what's going on here? Why can't I push it further? There, it pushed it a little further. Ah. I got the impression with the first one that the cord just kind of, like, stretches out for whatever we need. But now it's more realistic. And backs up way faster than it does going forward. Oh wow, the physics on the cable. It's not just straight to the station.
Mako gas levels reduced by 70%.
Like, when it gets... It has slack when there should be slack.
No Mako gas detected. Elevator access granted.
That's kind of cool and unexpected. Hiya. Hi there. I think I can clean up a lot of this frame glitchiness. Is that? Oh, okay. I was like, did I miss that shit? Oh, you know what? I never, ever, ever used the bench. We don't have any vending machines. It means no records or music to pick up here. I still love that you have the classic save icon on the bench. That's a pretty good design detail. An elixir. Am I gonna need that this early? I don't even know what fucking boss we would run into here. It's gotta be a new one. It could be that big, insectoid thing you find. Speaking of boss. This doesn't look like a fucking boss arena. I don't know what does. It could be that big blue insect thing that you fight later. I know they showed this off, but I forget.
What?
Ah! Yeah, this guy!
Get back.
Damn, I wish I had my enemy skill materia. I would like to learn Trine. God, it's like younger Cloud. Let's do this.
Wish I hadn't.
It thinks we're after materia.
Someone should tell it we're not.
The materia keeper.
Be my guest.
Nice.
Oh, is that a move I can't block?
Try mixing it up more. Get him.
That's a move I can't block. But I was just going at it. Certain enemies have individual body parts you can target and attack. Destroying these discrete parts can pressure your foe and prevent it from unleashing powerful abilities. Sounds like a plan. Zanshin the Arm. Yeah! Damn, that did fucking work. Cloud, really get in there. Get some payback. Actually, I mean, we have to assess. I have to do that first. Sorry, this is such a terrible time to do it. Weak to fire, we've got fire. First piece that dwells within the caves of Mount Nibel. Prolonged exposure to Mako has caused it to mature. Its dangerously sharp claws allow it to scale the walls and hang from the ceiling with alarming ease. granting it full control of the battlefield. Haven't seen it scale any walls yet. Evading its capture attempts or freeing captured allies will pressure it. Destroying its legs while it's on the ceiling will also pressure it. Well, we've got fucking range this time around. Right, Cloud. Oh, wow. In that case... You know what? I would prefer not to be seized. There we go. Sorry, buddy.
Damn it!
Is it not a target yet? No, it's a target.
Get it together.
I owe you one.
When we're done.
Of course.
I love that he has his smash skill.
I got this. Time to kick it up a notch.
Got it. He's got fucking... Sephiroth gets the fucking Dragoon Dive, the thing that offs Aerith. Ugh.
On me.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope, actually. Working on it. Couldn't quite cut off its tail, though. Alright, phase 2.
Pretty mobile.
Till we knock it down.
Good thing I don't just fight with a sword.
Well, I mean, we do.
Go for the legs.
Working on it.
Take out its legs.
You know, we have... We've got big spells. What do you mean you can't use this? Oh, does it take 2? In that case...
Stand back.
Got it.
And now it's down. Damn, okay, didn't even have to.
Copy.
I don't know which one of you does more
Stand back.
pressure damage. Let's get out of it. Oh, didn't get out of there. We target the claw already. There we go. That's pretty cool. He gets like big combos. Or he gets like a big combo finisher. Is the gas gonna erode the rock above it?
You're practically panting.
I'm excited.
Hey man, my sword's heavier.
Such a puppy.
It's basking in the Mako. Now's when it breaks out Trine, right? Determine the tables on the beasts of the mountain with a coordinated attack from Cloud and Sephiroth. Use their double helix synergy ability from the commands menu to bring the Materia Guardian crashing. What? That's not a thing we've seen yet.
Don't like the looks of this.
Stay alert.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, you see? Now we have little pips underneath our ATB. That's what they were talking about whenever they were showing off the combat months ago. You've got ATB and your MP and your limit gauge, and now you also have a synergy gauge. Wow, so you have the free R1 combo attacks, but you also have multiple different types of dual techs and potentially even triple techs in this game. That's kind of dope, actually. What did Cloud do here? Oh, okay. We did like some blade beam magic shit. Oh my god. And that's just fucking X Strike. Nope. God, I can't get away fast enough while I'm in operator mode.
Still near the Mako.
Get him down. get away from that lightning spike, whatever that is. Sephiroth, I need you to get your limit break right about now, mate. Octaslash. Yeah, which is straight out of Crisis Core, and of course Cloud has to one-up it later on. Well, you know what? I want to see this. Hell yeah. You still have all your ATB too. God, it's fantastic. Get this bitch. Yeah.
Got ya.
Not quite gone. It had like a last-ditch effort attack. Oh, and it just, I think, vanishes super quick. Way faster than monsters in Remake.
Nice work.
Just opacity 0. This is, I love this. It's excusable.
Hold up.
Because,
Maybe
like,
I'm missing something here. But
Cloud is younger here.
It makes Sephiroth sound like a stand-up guy.
It even shows in his face.
He was.
And now he's pure evil, trying to kill everyone on the planet.
I love
Help
also
me understand this shit. Tell me something that'll really make my blood
that we
boil.
get even more of Cloud telling the story, where it's just like, and then Sephiroth did this cool thing with his sword, and it was so cool. Oh my god, you should have seen it. I had like this slow-mo close-up of his face while he was doing it, and he had a big smile, and he was looking right at me. Oh my god, my hero's so cool. We were protecting Tifa. He's the best. He's the coolest thing that's ever happened in the entire planet, and I got to fight alongside of him, and it was so goddamn cool.
I want to go too. Please?
And eventually Barrett's like, shut up.
Even if we weren't on a mission.
Fucking stop.
Keep the young lady safe.
It's perfect. And there's our real Cloud, who probably even has the same fucking face model as this Zack Cloud here. But of course with this helmet, he still just hasn't told Tifa, which was weird in the OG. Right? Because it looked like he was just wearing a hat, like a Shinra hat. And they were like right here, face to face, right?
I really wanted to see the reactor.
Yeah, well, Shinra secret business. We're gonna go this way later. Alright. Bishy, Bishy, Edgy, Edgy, Sephi, Sephi. Let's go in. After I take a look around at everything outside, of course.
Didn't expect it to be all systems go.
You'd think it'd be running at reduced output, like most last-gen models.
And let me guess, villagers don't have a clue about this.
Knowing Shinra? Of course not.
The company really needs to be more transparent.
Tell that to the president.
What exactly is the problem with this place?
The people in charge. While most reactors are under the jurisdiction of urban planning, this one is overseen by R&D.
Ah.
Why do I suddenly have a bad feeling about this?
Whatever you see here, you're not to speak of it.
Oh, I won't.
Which is weird, right? Because this is, like, at this point, this is either Cloud making shit up, or Zack told him about this, right? Like, you can excuse that boss fight by being like, well, Tifa and security guard Cloud were just watching it happen. So they both know exactly what happened there. But now, like, Cloud's out of the picture, and this is purely Sephiroth and Zack territory. This is also a fucking boss fight room. I mean, come on. How is this not a boss fight room? And also, pipes and shit are breaking down outside, but the reactor in here is in, like, 100% working order. And we haven't seen any Shinra employees, like R&D employees or operatives or anything. Which is true to the nature of the original game. But how is everything in perfectly normal, full working order? That door is very busted open. looks like it was busted open from the inside, though, right? I guess maybe pulled open?
Perhaps you'd like to say a few words to your sword first?
Your honor as a soldier! Here we go. Oh, a couple pods popped open. Or maybe just off, actually.
Hojo, you are really something.
Nah, a couple of them are definitely open. This is like his proto the drum, right? Well, why don't you take a look inside, Cloud?
Genova?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that...
Mm-hmm. He knows. Just doesn't know everything yet.
The malfunction must be forcing the pods to depressurize. Cloud, go out and shut off the valve.
Copy.
Just like Zack. Copy. And what are you going to do? Feel up that door? Oh, I can't even go up and talk to him. Empty. Well? Yeah. Empty. Can't see inside. Busted out. This one's lit up. Can we see anything in here? No. What are all those little brain enemies that got out? There's seriously no one here? No R&D division? It's a little odd, don't you think? Third time's the charm. Or not. There it goes. At least one of them stopped pouring out. What did you do? Sounded like he was breaking open the door.
What are you doing?
These pods were built for the production of artificial materia.
But instead...
But Hojo repurposed them as incubators. Cages for animals. Infused with Mako.
I mean, let's be real, he would do this.
All to birth a new breed of monster.
Yep, we're making those.
But he didn't stop at animals. Oh no. There were other subjects. Look.
Take a look for yourself. Damn, dude. How do you cut the whole pod in half without cutting this dude in half? The shatter force.
My mother's name was Genova.
Yeah, we know.
Could it be that I...
Why are you so strong? So fucking cool.
Am I the same as these monsters?
Sephiroth.
Ever since I was a child.
Damn, it's still moving.
I knew that I was different. That I was special. But not like this. Not like this.
That 1999 writing.
Am I even human?
Eventually, we went back to the inn.
Pretty authentic.
But when we got there, Sephiroth locked himself in his room.
The mayor had been looking forward to having dinner with bona fide soldiers, so he didn't take the news too well. Dad had to put up with his belly aching for hours afterward.
Huh?
I like that she gets a little bit more input
Must have
here.
sucked. But what about Sephiroth? What happened to him?
He left. Didn't tell a soul where he was going.
And then it's Shinra Mansion time. What do you mean he's not in the one bedroom upstairs? Sephiroth has left the party. Let's go get Tifa in the party. Except that's definitely not happening yet.
I met Sephiroth as he was heading for Shinra Manor, and he acted like I wasn't even there.
That sounds
Busy,
about
I
right.
suppose.
Yeah, I mean, busy's one way of putting it.
Haven't heard anything about the reactor either. What happened up there anyway? Haven't heard anything about the reactor either.
Don't even... Damn, I'm just gonna walk away from him without saying anything?
He's holed up inside the
Sorry,
mansion.
Mayor.
Something's been off ever since he came back from the reactor. Too much exposure to Mako?
I'm just part of this party now.
Medicine.
Ooh, this is a bad idea. This is a real bad idea. Good change, though.
Sephiroth, I saw him headed toward the mansion.
Sephiroth wasn't looking so hot when he passed by.
Shinra Manor was the biggest building in town, and older than the reactor. The company used to conduct research there, back when they were still a small manufacturer. Even
This is
so,
great.
the rent on that plot was basically what kept the village afloat.
Here we are.
That's a great little detail.
I mean, the whole place is pitch black. You think he's sleeping?
Dude,
or
it's got
something?
lights
What
on.
if he's sick and needs our help?
Him? A little Mako poisoning isn't gonna hurt a living legend.
I mean, it totally could. That's not what's happening, though. Damn. There's gonna be so much, like, rolling up against a little fence or barrier that you think you can get over, but the game's like, nah. You can climb a lot really competently, but fuck that table. But then, like, little shin-high fences are gonna keep you out of places. Man, I thought those people were gonna come in after me. Oh, it's perfect! It's perfect. Is there gonna be any combat in here? Because, like, the enemies you fight in here are fucking weird. The little pumpkin ghosts, the
Took a look around
mirrors,
the place, but Sephiroth was nowhere to be seen.
the bladed chandelier guys. Here's the piano. Were you on the second floor? Are you an elevator? Really? Just in case you go down, I'm gonna take a look at the rest of it. There should be a little room right here in the corner. Not so much anymore. There was more down here originally. The elevator to go down. Oh. Oh. Gotcha. We'll be going through there later. Either when the full game releases or, you know, just in the future when we make it back to Nibelheim and things are weird. There's like nothing up there. Unless there's a door like right there. There's a pathway there. But not over there. Or up there. So that's been changed around a little. Huh. Damn, this wallpaper looks fucking excellent. This whole place looks great. It's like trashed, but not like wading through trash. Piano's all fucked up. It's like missing a room or two down here on the bottom. But it's just a setup for like you come back to the town and it's all nice and fine looking after the fire. Right? So like Shinra and whoever's fake living here, or even the real residents but being paid by Shinra, have fixed the place up just like the rest of the town.
Never knew it had a basement.
Was news to me too. Doubt anyone in the village had a clue.
That elevator seems pretty obvious. No one had snuck in even once. Here's another fucking boss fight room. Hello, bats. Torn bee. Can't go see Vincent yet. Some Utai scripts. And a face? It's a drawing of Hojo. That's Hojo's face. I think. That's weird. Pandemonium. And sick? Gacked? Pandemonium. Does that say fucking gacked? I hope not. Turn back. Why do you have turn back spray painted over here and then what looks like torn bee over here? Valve. The ladder. That goes fucking nowhere. Weird. Straight into the library? Yeah. Those are the two fucking pods. And then what? This will be our spiral staircase? Down to where Vincent is, maybe? There's Sephi. Hey, buddy.
Excavated from a 2,000-year-old rock layer. A life form in stasis.
Spot on.
Professor Gast named this life form Genova. MEGL 77-1977. Genova. Verified as an ancient.
Boo Epsilon Gamma Lambda.
9/13/1977. Genova project approved. So, they named the life form Genova. And once they understood what she was...
Wow, that book had redacted bits.
They grew ambitious.
Hey, Sephiroth. What you got there?
He's so Zack.
Maybe.
He's way more Zack in this version than he was in the original, which makes sense.
He stayed holed up in the basement. Reading, like a man possessed.
Probably didn't even sleep for days. I mean, he's becoming a man possessed right here. I guess not actually literally yet. That probably happens when he actually first makes contact with Jenova.
A locked reactor door. The name of Sephiroth's mother.
It's, see, he's so Zack that he can't even fucking put it together right here.
Racking my brain's not gonna get me anywhere. May as well just ask the guy.
Though clearly he didn't want to be, he didn't want to talk last time. Just, oh, the edge begins.
Ah, Cloud. I've come across the most fascinating passage.
Just reading by candlelight and cackling to himself.
A specimen found in strata dating back 2,000 years smiled with what could only be described as ethereal grace. Though the truth eluded me at first, I later determined that she was an ancient, or a steward of the planet, as they are referred to in legend.
An incorrect assumption by Gast.
She needed a name, and so I dubbed her Jenova. The Jenova project was approved soon after. A bold initiative.
I love this
to
remix.
resurrect the long-dead ancients. An initiative that resulted in my conception. Or rather, my creation. The crowning glory of Professor Gast's wondrous experiment.
He created you?
Yeah, it was a pretty weird story. Ifalna, that's the name of the researcher mother. Do you have all the data though? Because Hojo did a lot of that. And I feel like if he found that out here, it would break him even more. Right?
I should go. Mother is waiting.
The edge fuels the flames.
Hey! Hey, hold on!
Yeah, that's about right. And there's the Sephiroth we know. There's the Sephiroth we know.
Why couldn't I have come to sooner? If I had, maybe I could have saved the village.
But I mean, I guess that's a much better explanation, because in the original one, he's not passed out there at all, I don't think. He gets tossed aside, and you immediately walk outside and the entire village is already on fire. There's no people or homes over here. Sephiroth is just tossing out fireballs because he can.
Hey, you! Get in there! The villagers need your help!
Okay, you too, buddy. Hey, Zengen, blow this shit aside or something, please. It seems like the only safe place for people to stay. to see, like, going back to the reactor. Because the original flashback ends... Like, you get the cutscene.
Oh, it was him, all right. And he's still here. So keep your eyes peeled. God. Get your head straight. I need you to secure the way out.
Come on, Zach. I mean, Cloud. You're bigger than this. Especially Zach. Why is a door boarded up? Oh, I can't go that way. It's not Mom's house anyway. I can still go into the menu. Okay, whatever. Damn, are we just gonna start the next game at level 40?
Hold on.
Time to stop limping. Oh, now we go around. Glad you survived. Wish you had slightly more animation after breaking out.
Almost there.
Man, if all of this is coming across in Cloud's retelling of the story, he's honestly a really good storyteller. I don't even know if good's the right word. He's a really detailed storyteller. Which would kind of make sense. He would have to have concocted a very elaborate story that he tells to himself about how all this shit happens. Yep, time to start moving again.
Please be okay.
Oh, man.
Zephyr.
Where? Yeah! I mean, that's a lot less subtle than the previous game, but these games assume you have played the original. They really do. It's... Playing through the remake and this one... Yeah, that's how that works. Playing through the original and this one without playing through... Or playing through, like, Remake Part 1.
Run away.
And this one without playing through the OG is crazy. Did your glove change to be like the soldier glove?
Hey, you there. You're gonna be okay.
Don't
worry. I got you.
No.
Come on, let's get you up.
Why did he come back? Wait, why is he still here after setting the town on fire? Shouldn't you already be on your way? Like the original flashback, we get the cutscene. Oh damn! Where the whole town's in flame, right? Damn, stabbed him in his neck. And then we go up to the reactor, and you get like, dude, start shooting. Start shooting. What are you doing? Seriously, start shooting. It wouldn't kill him, but like, what the fuck are you doing? But yeah, so we get, I mean, this is expanded. But we get what is effectively this scene in the original. And then Cloud makes it back up to the reactor and like starts his showdown with Sephiroth. And then that's the end of the story. And everybody's like, well, what happened? Cloud's like, man, I don't even know. There's no way I could have beat him, but I made it out of there somehow. Does he let you live? No way. God. Like butter. That's a pretty good shot. That's a pretty good shot.
Wait for me. I'm coming.
You sure are. You love this.
Sephiroth!
You know, that's a lot less flames. There were, oh, well, there it goes. I was about to say, those flames are nowhere near as big as they were in the original. But now, his rage increases the flames. And there it is! Okay! We don't get the conclusion to the flashback. Press any button for one more sneak peek? Do I wanna? I kinda have to, right? What else you got?
I'm back now, Aerith.
Oh, shit! What the fuck? What?
Therefore, we ask that you retrieve it. The black materia. Key to our oblivion.
What the fuck?
You should get yourself.
What the fuck? What did we? Who was that?
Well, Red, how do we look? Huh?
Yeah, Costa del Sol. I've seen this clip.
It's gotta be hiding some ginormous materia.
Who? What? Was that?
Don't misunderstand.
Oh, see.
the way home.
And there's Vincent.
When you're ready, I'll be here.
You said that Sephiroth is your foe. I have a history with him.
With all this goddamn blood on my hands.
Dine!
How could I ever hold my daughter again?
Those we hate, those we love, those we fear. Jenova would become anyone to fool her prey.
Don't do this!
But I'm no fool.
Is that the change of the mind control scene? Or the, like...
This isn't about me, though. It's about saving the world.
What?
And you.
The reunion. When spite and sorrow are harvested.
Whoa!
The planet.
That could be in the crater, and there's a lot of illusion going on? Holy shit. Okay, what? Buy game. You know, I mean, I'm gonna. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Initially, I thought the weird scene, the first weird scene with the zombie-looking motherfucker was in the cave, like underneath Cosmo Canyon, but he was talking about take the black materia. So is that like a fucking mummy ancient inside the Temple of the Ancients? And then Cloud almost attacking Tifa feels like the scene after the end of Temple of the Ancients, where he just goes crazy and loses it and is kind of being probably mind controlled or just going nuts and beats Aerith, but it was Tifa. And that section looked like it had, you know, Shinra metallic plating for the ground. So that's crazy. And then Aerith, like, without the ribbon in her hair, giving Holy to Cloud. But which Aerith was that? Was that Zach's Aerith or our Aerith? What is... There's going to be some big switch-ups in this game. Big switch-ups in this game. That's going to completely change the ending. I mean, that last scene looked like it's the final fucking scene. It looked like you're having... I mean, you never really have a fight with one-winged angel, Sephiroth. Right? You have, like, big demon Safer Sephiroth, and then angel form Sephiroth. But he's got the... He's shirtless, and he has the one wing, but he also has the weird arm and lower torso. He's more like a Final Fantasy boss. And then you have the, like, one-on-one gimmick fight where you can't lose. And that looked like Holy was around Midgar Tower while Lifestream and other shit was going off. So my guess is that's big illusion nonsense going on in the crater. Which would make sense because that's way earlier in the story. And we know we're getting a part 3. But what fucking could happen is the rest of this is like all of the original story, and part 3 is completely new. Right. That's fucking interesting. Shit. I'm off to make some dinner, but I'm also off to watch the, like, what was it called? Square did a thing. They had a presentation a few days ago where they showed this off when the demo finally became available. And I haven't watched that, so I'm gonna go watch that. And then I know a couple of other content creators I need to go poach ideas from. No, that's crazy. There's some radically different stuff being shown off in that little sneak peek, and only one of them is the Zack with Aerith scene, which is like stuff we knew was coming because of the end of the last game, but we've no idea what's going on there or how it works at all. But so we know Zack meets back up with Aerith, but which Aerith? Right, because there's the whole, like, alternate universe theory that's going on. The different stamp logo. And it kind of looked like Zack walked right through our party last time. And that could just be cool cinematic stuff, right? It looks dramatic. And he wasn't actually there. But it also kind of looks like Aerith felt his spirit pass by her. So there might be... I don't know. You've got, like, OG timeline, and then shit resets. And you've got new Cloud and new Zack timeline, which are both different. Because Zack doesn't make it in the OG. When he's definitely around here. So are we going to jump back and forth? I mean, this whole background splash screen, the thing I use for my thumbnail too, Zack on the right with the clear skies, Cloud on the left with the night sky, and Sephiroth dividing them. In what looks like Nibelheim. We'll see if everything, like, comes crashing together, or... who knows? February 29th. 21 days. 3 weeks. I don't have a schedule out. I don't know what I'm doing for the rest of the week. I think we're gonna play some Ultra Kill, and then I have no idea what I'm doing for the next 3 weeks. And then this. There's definitely some stuff I can put on my schedule, some stuff I want to check out. But holy fuck. Wow. Wow. I'm excited. I can't wait. See y'all February 29th for sure. I think. I don't think I have anything family stuff going on that day. Last day of February. Well, anyway, J. Hank Teddy, thank you for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. As always, I'm going to go make some dinner and wildly speculate about where this game could go. And also try and get all of... Well, you can't see my cursor. Try and get all of this shit hammered out before this game actually comes out. Because I'm playing it, again, on PS5, but on my computer with a really cool open source like remote play program that I need to tweak a little bit. That just means I get to play this again. Anyway, thanks for coming out, everybody. I hope you had a nice time. Hope you're having a good day, evening, afternoon, night, wherever, whatever it is, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. It helps. Algorithm whack. I also don't make shorts, so that's kind of my fault. Otsumaho, everybody. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.